Many people believe that cosmetic treatments are only for the rich and famous, but that simply isn't true. Thanks to advancements in technology and increased competition in the market, non-surgical aesthetic treatments such as Botox and dermal fillers have become increasingly affordable for the average person. Hi guys, my name is Dr. Haroon. I am a cosmetic doctor who specializes in non-surgical aesthetic treatments. In today's video, we will be discussing whether cosmetic treatments are only for the rich. We'll get into how much these treatments typically cost, the backgrounds and income of people that have these treatments, and whether these treatments are worth it in the first place. It's important to mention that this video will only be looking at non-surgical cosmetic treatments and we won't be discussing surgical options. Let's get into it. How much do non-surgical aesthetic treatments really cost? I wish I could give you a simple answer to this, but it really does depend on what treatment you're having and how much product you might require. Treatments can cost anywhere between £200 all the way up to £2,000 and more. Again, depending on the treatment and amount of product that is being used. Let's look at some popular treatments as examples and how much they would typically cost. Botox is the most popular non-surgical cosmetic treatment, so it's only right to start off with this. Depending on the areas that you're having treated and depending on where you are in the country, Botox will typically cost anywhere between £250 all the way up to £400. This result usually lasts 3 to 5 months, so having this treatment 3 times a year is usually adequate. That brings the annual cost of this treatment to £750 on the lower end and £1,200 on the upper end. Next, let's look at skin booster treatments. The most popular skin booster is Profilo, which is given as a course of 2 to 3 sessions 2 times a year. A single treatment of Profilo will usually cost anywhere between £250 all the way up to around £320. So the annual cost of 4 of these treatments split up as 2 courses will cost from £1,000 on the lower end up to around £1,280 at the higher end. Next, let's look at dermal filler treatments. This one's slightly harder to break down because the cost depends on so many different factors. What area you're having treated, how much product is required, what products are being used, and how quickly your body breaks down the dermal filler. These factors will dictate the cost of your dermal filler treatment. However, we can look at some generic examples to gain some understanding of cost. First, let's look at single area treatments. Examples may include lip filler, non-surgical rhinoplasty, tear trough filler, and even chin filler. Prices can range anywhere from £250 all the way up to £450. Dermal filler will typically last anywhere from 6 months all the way up to a year, depending on the products used and the areas treated. So the annual cost of a single area might cost anywhere between £250 on the lower end all the way up to £900 at the higher end. Next, we'll take a look at package treatments. It's a lot harder to give a price range for this because these treatments are bespoke and each individual will require a different amount of dermal filler depending on their anatomy, extent of aging, and also their desired outcomes. A full face rejuvenation package, also known as a non-surgical facelift, can require anywhere between 5 mils of dermal filler all the way up to 10 mils and more depending on a number of factors. At the lower end, this may cost between £900 to £1,400, and for larger packages, it can cost anywhere between £1,700 all the way up to £3,000. These treatments will typically last anywhere between 12 to 18 months. However, when repeated, the filler can build up in layers and can last for several years at a time. Now we've looked at some rough prices and costs of these treatments from the lower end all the way up to the more premium and expensive treatments. The next question is, who even has these treatments? What's their background and level of income? Based on my experience, the range of people that have non-surgical cosmetic treatments is vast. Some of my regular clients include teachers, office workers, lawyers, nurses, models, opticians, builders, university students, and IT professionals. Over the last few years, I've realized myself that these treatments are not only for the rich, They are literally for anyone who wants to improve their physical appearance or combat the signs of aging. I want to make an important point before we finish. Yes, these treatments are significantly cheaper than surgery, and with certain treatments you can get results that are just as good as surgery, if not better. However, they're still not cheap, starting from a few £100s all the way up to a few £1,000s for larger packages. Now, you might come across practitioners that are charging a fraction of the prices that we've discussed today. Dermal filler and Botox treatments for under £100. Do not be fooled. These individuals are unlikely to be trained medical professionals, and the products that they are using are probably rubbish. The saying, if you buy cheap, you'll pay twice, is very true here. And I can say this from experience, as a portion of my work is correcting other individuals' bad work. Dissolving and retreating an area can become almost twice as expensive as just having the treatment done correctly in the first place. Extensively research your practitioner and ensure they have the right level of experience and expertise to deliver the results that you want. If the cost of the treatment is not within your budget, do not look for the cheapest provider. It would be best to postpone having the treatment until you have adequate funds. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions regarding the treatments that I offer, please get into touch. Thanks a lot guys, bye now.